on the West Coast. We're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Up next, it's our main event between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. On one sideline, Zach Taylor, quarterback's coach with the Rams, part of the Sean McVay coaching tree, left the team to take the Bengals job in 2019. His guy's one of the top contenders in the conference, just one loss through 8 games this year. In the same role on the opposing sideline, Rams head coach Sean McVay. His guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. For the Rams offense, getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Spins away. He's got some room. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. It might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You?
Yeah. I'm hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to go one way to begin the proceedings, the first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match, it's up being a haymaker.
Landon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Bengals nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Massive hit, the ball is out. And the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Man, he's been having a great first half. Really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
He hits the deck after setting up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance.
And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Not even sure their opponents have recovered from that first touchdown, partner, and already they're into the end zone again.
I call this a flurry right here. Just a flurry of action and activity and just punching and counter-punching. You're not going to win a game in less than a minute. You can sure set the table for success.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Bengals nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Pete, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Gun snap, they'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Bengal first down.
Come on.
Back to throw now. Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. All set to go now from the 35.
Cincinnati.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him in. Oh, he loses the football. And it looks like that'll be Rams football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Rams and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards.
Here we go.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Finding some time left. Nakua here, he's got it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. How about 29 yards on first down? And that's good for a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. They get 22 out of that play. And the Rams have the first down.
That's another Rams first down. First
in the red zone now.
20-yard line.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 20-zip lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 21-zip already.
Bengals nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to starts. 1st and 10. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And things are really getting away from him, so in important moments, he's up to the races, middle of the field. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown,
The
Cincinnati.
Bengals reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Coming in from the right, and they blocked it. They blocked it. And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short. They get nothing following the touchdown.
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown, I'll tell you. That's exactly, if you're that special teams unit, how you want to start this game, playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
He's found room past the 50. Hits the 20. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams grow the lead now to 22 points.
Bengals 6.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. Well, Brock, it only took one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. The screen pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. It's a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Now a moment to check out his numbers, catching that football last week. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They are throwing it again. Cut quickly on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
8-yard pickup. And the Bengals first down.
He keeps this one himself. And he's not able to escape. His own read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. All right, here we go. Second down.
Goes back at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Short pass brought in. He's across midfield into Rams territory. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking in the air here. And it's caught. Chase has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Jamar Chase. An 8-yard pickup. And the Bengals first down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
16 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Looking inside the red zone. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. The Rams out to an early advantage. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Rams.
They're going to throw after the done. That's incomplete on second down. Couldn't get in the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on third and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Now pressure coming. Dumps it off to his running back. There's no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and goal.
A 26-yard attempt.
Warren Gallis connects. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he stopped on the run back at the 27. The Rams and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 10. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
3rd down from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down. We'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Sending him on the dive. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. It's a 24-yard catch, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run, not a lot of help. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Picked up a 34 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
4 yards. And the Bengal 1st down.
Dropping back to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, this is the type of game we come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And throw this from the gun. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They start on the ground with Gibbs. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Daxton Hill. It's a gain of 9.
So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. The Rams playing themselves to a lead here at SoFi. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Come on, set. Set.
Another one for Gibbs. Still motoring past the 30. And finally, they take him down at the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of
To the line
18.
and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Good for a Rams. 1st down.
He's going to throw it. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down, play action. Connects on the crosser. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's a throw. And a cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Ready. Ready. Here we go. Set. Yellow. 22. Hut.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Rams boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space. To work with, yet they have such an...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
To review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams continue piling onto this lead.
35, Bengals 9.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Here we go. Pack the 60.
Pass play coming here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Completes this one to Chase. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Final timeout taken by the Bengals.
Gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
Sticking to the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
It's 4th down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He spins right by him. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And this is the running back for the visitors. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Ravens move back to within a game of 500 at 4-5 with this win. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And this is George Pickens. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Cowboys finish off the first half of the season with a victory to move them to 5-4 on the season. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And this is Caleb Williams. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. the Bears get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
Tight end in motion left. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All set now, 1st and 10.
And the Bengals first down.
Go play action. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Finds his tight end. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 86.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And he puts some air under this one, right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That's taken at the 15. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here, ready.
Drive begins with Gibbs. He's been moved. Ball's out. But a Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Woo. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Ready.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's ready.
Setting up to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. He was covered by Cameron Kinchey.
3rd and long for him here. Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. First call here coming from the shotgun. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Looking slant route. Complete. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing now on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing from the gun. Catch made over the middle. Now he's past the 25. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Number 89. First and goal, Cincinnati.
In the red zone on first. He completes it in traffic.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Here's second and goal from the 6.
Let's go now.
They are throwing it again. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
The Bengals lower the deficit they face. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score, Rams 41, Bengals 16.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Now throw to start the drive. He's trying to push the field. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
12 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes out to the left.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Brings up third down.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Caught by Flowers. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They'll throw for it. He's got to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 33.
The Rams first down.
They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
That's another Rams first down.
Throwing off the play fake. He's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our third quarter with him picking himself up after that sack. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Rams football, and they don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Set, hut, set.
They'll look to throw. It is caught left side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Following the play, we're going to have to pause as they tend to an injured player. It's Zay Flowers. Wow, an exciting playmaker for this offense who's being looked at. And that's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams grow their lead yet again.
Rams 48, Bengals 16.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game, maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Here we go, here we go.
Going to the ground again on first. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And put everything he's got behind it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Dump off caught by his back. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Bengals 1st down.
Hey, hey.
He's a dive up the middle. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Last one got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards.
Hey, check that, check that.
Throwing out to the left, cut. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Number 83.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
And 8. At the Rams'
Ready,
22-yard
ready.
line.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Here they go again, set for 3rd and 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Gonna throw this from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, Bengals.
Throwing it again here. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Point after is good by Borregales. And the Bengals will trail by 25.
Bengals 23.
Now Borregales on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They'll go play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That's complete. Naku on the left side. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Set, hut. Yellow. Set.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard.
Behind the line of
The
scrimmage.
lead looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Set. Ready.
Fourth down, pass coming. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Rams.
Here we go.
First down.
60 red. Hut.
A give to Gibbs. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
He was brought down.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
Pickup brings up
Set.
second
Ready.
and 4.
Ready.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Brought down back at the
Ready.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down.
Here we go.
No throw, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Lead looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Let's go now. Hut.
Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. And they'll come up on first and 10.
Rams, first
Let's
down.
go.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13.
Right.
Pass run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
A gain of a yard.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And 2 yards are all he can get. It's third down.
Ready. Ready.
Here Gibbs, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. Yet another win for them, Brock. And now, I don't know. Are they talking about it? Are they thinking about it but not talking about it? They're officially over halfway now to a perfect season.
Yeah, I don't think they're talking about the 72 Dolphins yet or the 07 Patriots, but I do think they're believing. They're believing they can find ways to win, and they're doing it every single week.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.